So let's start this adventure off with some grub control. This is my first big renovation with starting over from bare dirt. This is fall now when I'm doing this overseeding project. I started this project in the summertime. I failed to germinate any fescue and ryegrass. But part of my ritual is to treat for bugs, ants, insects in the ground when overseeding. Grubs are really big fat worms that eat the roots of your good grass. So I always put that down. It doesn't affect your overseeding at all. You can still put down seed and fertilizer as well as grub X. So I walked it out, fully applying it to the lawn because I definitely had some areas with grubs, yellow spots. I tried my hand at overnight trying to pre-germinate some grass seeds. I had about 7 days. We weren't expecting any rain. I was gonna have to water the lawn, and this is Kentucky bluegrass, so it takes the longest to germinate, anywhere from 7 to 21 days. So I was trying to be cheap, save some money, and germinate them in a bucket. And it worked out. The seeds were definitely moist for 7 days. But this wasn't my whole bag of seeds. I just filled up a bucket. I didn't take the top off in time, so the grass seed was very wet. I was trying to mix it with the Milorganite mellow to help spread it out so that it would actually feed out my sprayer. My spreader. If I could do this part over, I would put half the bag of seed in first and then the Milorganite. It was way too wet to spread. You live and you learn. It's a-okay. Made it work. The solution was to bring out my other spreader, which you'll see later. I separated the two and I put some new grass seed in that wasn't germinated. It was just fresh out the bag. So that's why my lawn took a pretty while to kind of take off, but it's looking really good. All that work really, it works. It works when you put it all together. The grass that you currently see there now is Bermuda, and it's considered a grassy weed. I've been treating for a lot of my broadleaf weeds because I have a fescue lawn. I didn't really treat for Bermuda this year, and once I had the Kentucky bluegrass down, I decided to wait until February to treat for this Bermuda. Yeah, I wasn't making any progress really, as far as the grass seeds actually falling through. So this is that other spreader I was talking about. It's so clumped up. That's why I had a hard time coming out. But grass is cheap. Throw her down and have fun doing it. Don't gotta be that serious about it. You know, you try your best to not make big clumps of grass seed, dropping them down in one spot. Try to spread it out. But these are millions and millions of seeds. They're so small, tiny. You know, we're not talking about 10, 20, like this millions in there. By all means, try to pause the video and count how many seeds you saw. I won't, but it's okay if you want to. All my grass seed is down now. This is actually going to be the third time I've aerated the yard. I underestimated how compact it was after the work I got done, and did it lightly during the summertime when I tried to grow some temporary fescue and ryegrass here. That was a fail. It was too hot, too dry. I didn't stay on top of the watering, and the ground was extremely compacted. I still have some compacted spots I'm going to work on, but right now I have all the grass seed out, and since this is like my fourth aeration here, I'm going to be pushing all the grass seeds that I have on the surface down. There's still a whole bunch of holes actually still here. One of the benefits of aerating, you allow more air and water to get further down into your soil, help break that up. This is the mechanical way to break it up. So I'm gonna do a few passes here, try to stay in frame, but aeration's next. So I'll show you what it looks like when we're done with that. The aeration, it was truly survival of the fittest, meaning I was aerating this and beating up this ground, so broadleaf weeds, grassy weeds, other grass that was already on its way out, because there was some fescue already in there, crabgrass, a lot of different things in a few areas back here. I was beating it up with the aerator, you know, so that damages the lawn up to a degree, and especially if you overdo it, like more than 2-3 times. You know, if your lawn's not that compact, you don't have to beat it up that much. But in my case, this isn't my first time switching out a lawn from being full of weeds and slowly switching that out to grass seeds. I don't really think you have to do aggressive change outs all the time with your lawn. You can kind of be patient, do some learning, and slowly switch things out. Plant new grass seed, stay with the same brand grass seed, so that it can look uniform. You don't have one that's greener than the other. Just throw down some, you know, just try to grab the same grass seeds and the preventative things you need to do to have a good lawn. This is my Cool Blue from GCI. I'm not sponsored, but he's a local guy, and since he takes care of his lawn and films it, he actually helps me out quite a bit, because I can kind of put my calendar of how I need to do my lawn, kind of based on like what he's treating for, because we get about the same weeds. We face a lot of the same stuff, but of course different things. We have different soil, as far as, you know, we both got clay, but you know, we got different things that we put in it. And I don't try to copy him to a T. Our pockets are a little bit different. He sells a lot of these products, so he has them on hand. I am a consumer, so I am buying them at a definitely different price. But it's really good grass seed, 0 weeds. So I knew that putting down these grass seeds, I wasn't introducing any new weeds into the scenario. So I was very happy about that. Yeah. So just thought I should add those 2 cents in. So this is how things are looking after the aeration. You can kind of see the difference between right side and the left side. Left this area open, kind of show the difference. Still really compacted over there, but that was my worst area. The water was coming down this side and making it really compacted, so I had to really beat it up, and it caused that machine to bounce. So it's really hard to see it, how uneven this area really is. But it was my trouble area, but it has filled in quite nicely. You'll see at the end, it's quite beautiful. The whole yard, what it came from, what it is now. So we are all done. Just finished spreading out some DG Humichar. Kind of see those black prills. So mix some Milorganite and the DG Humichar, Biochar, Humichar, Biochar. One of those chars. I'll put a link in the description of this video. But I am off to get some starter fertilizer. I'm gonna put that down, and then I'm going to roll out some black mats that I have. I mean, some straw mats. I have really bad erosion problems. Hard to see from the video, but I get a large flow of water that kind of washes across the yard and kind of pushes everything there. I got quite a few of those areas. I got another one over there, kind of bump, and then it washes this way. So those are going to be my main areas. I got about 3 mats that cover 900 square feet each. I'm gonna roll them out and go from there.
Run like the wind. Run like the we and I can on a Benz. Yeah. Run like the wind, bullseye. Say run.
Just gonna take a little brief walk, but this is week 10. How things are looking. Got some really overgrown spots. About 5 inches or so. A lot of these low spots is the new Kentucky bluegrass trying to come through. It was getting strangled out by this Bermuda that's finally going to sleep. I wasn't able to treat for this Bermuda because it's considered a grassy weed, and for new Kentucky bluegrass lawns, they need the Kentucky bluegrass to be established at least for 3 months before you treat it.